Hey students, let's solve one previous question of DBMS. This question was asked in GATE CS 2026 set 1 question number 20. Let P, Q, R and S be the attribute of relation in a relational schema. Let X implies Y indicate functional dependency in the context of relational database where X, Y belongs to P, Q, R, S. Which of the following option is or are always true? And 4 options are given. Let's check one by one option. Option A, PQ implies R, P implies R, then Q implies R. So we have P implication R. We can add Q in both sides by augmentation rule. So PQ implies RQ. Now we can use the decomposition rule. Hence PQ implies R and PQ implies Q. We have PQ implies R and P implies R. That doesn't mean Q implies R. There are no rules to prove Q implication R. Hence, this is false. So we found option A is false. Next check option B. PQ implies R, then P implies R or Q implies R. This is false. There are no rules for this. We can separate the right side but not the left side. It written as P implies R, Q implies R. There are no rules for this. Hence option B is also false. Next option C, P implies R and Q implies S. Then PQ implies RS. Let's try to prove this. P implies R. So we can write Q both sides. PQ implies RQ. Now here Q implies S. Now write R both sides. RQ implies RS. We can add any attribute both sides. That's by augmentation rule. PQ implies RQ. RQ implies RS. Now by transitive, PQ implies RS. Hence, this is proved. Option C we can prove by augmentation and transitive rule. Option C is true. Next, we'll check option D. P implies R is given, then PQ implies R. P implies R is given. Now, we can add Q both sides by augmentation. PQ implies RQ. Now, by decomposition, PQ implies R and PQ implies Q. So, if P implies R is given by adding Q both sides, then by applying decomposition, we can get PQ implies R. Hence, this is true. We found option C is true, option D is true, whereas option A and option B are false. In option A, we can prove PQ implies R, but we cannot prove Q implies R. And there are no rules for this. If right side two attributes are there, that we can decompose, but left side two attribute we cannot decompose. Answer will be option C and D. I already discussed Armstrong rule. Just go through the lecture, and if this lecture is helpful for you, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.